welcome. Live, baby, live. Welcome. I'm Creative Lisa, and I'm high vibing in from Long Beach, California. Okay, I decided at the last minute that I wanted to go live everywhere. Yes, everywhere. Because this topic is so important. And it got me to thinking. I was out walking pups the other morning, bright and early, along the beach where you think that it would be completely safe. Not so much. The title of today's live is I used to think summer was safe until I looked closer. If you are wondering out and about, walking around, is this safe? Are these lawns safe? This is the place to be, because not so much. And I just started looking a little closer, taking Tulli out for walks all the time. And I looked at what gardeners and people basically did to the earth, straight up to the earth. And why, first and foremost. And I watched what they did because they wanted it to be a certain way, or they didn't like something that was going on, instead of thinking a little bit outside the box. And I had to really watch her. And it brought about something that I do now pretty regularly I did it with her, and I do it with the dogs that I also watch. And I firsthand saw what this one house did to its yard. And I thought, what a horrible person that was that owns that didn't even think twice about it. And it upset me. So today's live is specifically about the toxicities and the things that are in your environment that you don't even think about. I didn't even think about. And it got me the other day so much that I decided that if this is fast, this is going to be a quick and easy live, but it's something that's so important, especially now that we're coming into summer. We're in summer. Everybody's out. The beach is packed. It's constantly packed, and birds are everywhere throwing trash everywhere, which even makes it worse. So today, we are talking about toxicity in the environment, outside. I want to talk to you about something. This topic caught me completely off guard, and I had no idea. And once I started doing this and being aware of what is actually out there, it shifted how I see summer. And then I got as I said, the smack again the other day, and I was like, whoa, it didn't even occur to me. How much am I actually missing myself in what I'm doing with the care of these beautiful babies that are entrusting us with their lives? And there's things that we can do. And then I'm going to bring after I discuss this, I'm going to bring a couple other points to surface because I feel that it's warranted and it needs to be said. So we're going to go over that as well. So I honestly thought that summer was just the most safest, fun season for dogs. They get to be outside running and playing all the time, so much more. The house is open. They're outside more. They're in the sunlight. We are as well. No freezing sidewalks if you live in cold climates. No salt, no harsh weather. Their paws don't get, have to, get cold and freeze. None of that. Just green grass, fresh air, and bare feet. That's what I thought. My girl, Tulli, it was her most favorite thing. She used to love to roll in the grass and lay in the grass. And she had certain yards and places that she just loved to go. So we would frequent. We went to Terranea Resort all the time because she loved the grass there. I loved the atmosphere, but she loved the grass. And this was such a profound moment when I realized this, she would just wiggle, 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 wiggle all over and just lay in it and just be in heaven. Like when you meditate, when I meditate or we do something we absolutely love, that was her feeling. And I would just sit back and I'd watch her. I'd have my feet in the grass as well, grounding myself. It was her joyful ritual consistently. Wiggle in the body. She'd be earthing and grounding, tongue hanging out, tail wagging up in the air, the feet going everywhere. It was such a meditative and beautiful experience to watch. I just sit there and be mesmerized by her in the grass. And I would be barefoot, hanging out, right there watching the entire time. But here's the thing that I didn't think about. And I started looking deeper and started reading the backs of the bottles of things we don't even think about. The weed killer. It was at the neighbor's place. I watched a guy the other day pumping a big ass container of Roundup. Oh my God, are you that insane? That is the most toxic product to everyone. To this day, glyphosate is so toxic. It's in all our foods, weeds, everything is sprayed down with it. The grass, it's in the earth, it's coming back up. It's horrendous. And people are still using this. But not only that product, other products that are horribly misaligned for the environment. They're horrible toxins, and you spray, it's killing the weeds and bugs quickly. How is it doing that? It's seeping down into the planet, and it's on all the surfaces. I watch myself ground out in the grass, and I think it's so safe. And Tulli, I was absorbing those toxins. These bottles are covered glyphosate, carcinogens. Warning signs are there for a reason. Keep pets off lawn for 48 hours. I saw it up there. They literally said on their yard, we've sprayed it with toxic chemicals, almost like ha ha ha. And they put signs out. And keep your dogs off our grass. And I thought, oh, what horrible people. And then I have to step back and go, maybe they just don't know. But they totally knew. They did it anyway. They sprayed it into the earth and they sprayed it on the grass, knowing that dogs would be sniffing the grass. If nothing else, they would sniff it. And so it was a horrible experience. How many times was I in Tulli absorbing all of those toxins through our skin, through our paws, our breath? How many times is that happening to you when you go outside and take a walk with your dog? I was walking the other day. I'm going to tell you this story. And I was walking down the beach. It's not a lot of grass, but there's walk paths and there's things around, and there's little weeds, I guess, little plants popping out. And there were people out there with a pump and a hose spraying all of these. And then the dog goes right behind it, because I watched it happen with the dog that I was watching. And I was like, whoa, and I had to pull him away. And they went right up to it, and they're sticking their nose and their face in it, and their paws are walking right on it. It happens too much. And I thought, my gosh, it's even happening at the beach where you think it is the safest. Not so safe. Not so safe. So keep in mind, please, carcinogens, glyphosate, warning signs, keep off the grass for 48 hours. These are so imperative right now to be aware of. 90% of the weed and bug killers out there are toxic, unless you're using some sort of a plant-based product. And it may not work immediately, but I guarantee you it won't kill you. It will work longer. It'll save the environment. And most importantly, it'll protect both you and your I use the product. It's hilarious. I didn't even think about it. I had a friend of mine start using it, and she's told me, she goes, lives in the mountains. She goes, Lisa, I haven't had ants since I started using it. Cleans everything, the whole surface. She goes, I keep an extra bottle just for all of this. No bugs. And she lives in the mountains. So there are things out there that are non-toxic. That's the thing. So I went so deep down the rabbit hole on this and started looking at things that I wouldn't even think about checking out. And everything's toxic. It is all toxic. So be aware, please be aware of these, that you're in them. It's one small shift. It's one small shift today that can change everything for you moving forward with your pup. So if you go out in public grasses or treated lawns, here's a few tips to kind of get things going. It won't take you long at all to do, like 30 seconds or less. I do it religiously. I even have two things. I have a pack of non-toxic wipes that I get from the company that I buy my products from, because I know that's non-toxic, at the front door. And then I have a towel as well. And then I keep a spray bottle nearby if I need it with the cleaner in it and purification, just to make sure there's nothing out there. So I want to go over these with you just so you have it immediately. So these simple little shifts can make a huge difference in the well-being of both you and your dogs during summertime. Always, but especially during summertime. Number one, when you go out on lawns, stay away from treated grasses. And if you can't, you don't know for sure, then wipe your pup's paws down when you come back home. At the same time, take your shoes off so you're not walking those chemicals throughout the house. I wipe my shoes down as well when I come in. So that's number one. Number two, it's so simple. Keep a spray bottle of distilled water with a drop or two of purification or lavender oil in it with a cleaning cloth by the front door. This is a quick and easy way that you can actually spray things down when you come in too, and kind of disinfect things very gently, very clean. That's an easy way to do. And as I said, number three was take those shoes off so that you don't have to be tracking it in. We cannot control everything that we do. We just can't. And we can't drive ourselves nuts about it. But we can choose awareness, and we can take extra steps needed now to prevent a lot of pain, both emotional and physical, down the road. We can say that we need to just watch things. And I'm going to add this in because I'm in a couple of few different animal groups. And here's the funny thing. Everybody in these groups loves their dogs, loves them, like that's it. And they've got illnesses and they're so distraught. It's costly. It's extremely expensive. Sometimes people can't even afford to get the surgeries and the treatments done that are causing this. But let's take it a step further than that. Why? Why? Maybe 5 years ago, 10 years ago, maybe start now, what are you using at home? What are you feeding your dogs today? This is preventative for next time. What are you feeding your dogs today that's toxic? A lot more than you realize, I'm sure, depending on where you're buying your food and what you're actually feeding them. What are you using in your home? What are they around all the time? What are you walking in outside now? Think of these things today, because things that you do today can prevent problems down the road. And people don't put two and two together. They don't think that stepping in a bunch of toxins or breathing in chemical bleach or licking your paws after you've been in it all day, 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, is going to cause cancer. But it will. So stopping these things and preventing these things today can change how you are reacting and interacting with your pup 5, 10 years down the road. And it will save you so much heartache. And how do I know? Because I went through it. And it will save you money, and it will save you so much stress and worry when you know at least you're doing these things to prevent everything you possibly can down the road. So, conscious awareness of the food. What are you using in and around your home? And be conscious of what's in and outside, and take your shoes off. Those are the best tips ever. There's more to come. I've got a lot of them. But those things right there and being aware of these things will change how you interact with your dog, but it'll also shift your entire lifestyle, and you will just feel different and you'll feel more confident. I know, because I did it. I did it. And it's the one thing that made such a difference. And I know that Tulli knew every single day. It was proud. It was happy because I took care of her. I made sure that her food, her surroundings, and her environment, emotional, physical, everything was extremely safe. We can't control everything, but we control what inside our home and inside our environment, and we can control this. And so I invite you to think about that, to step into that, and reach out to me and ask, hey, how do you do this? What are you using? What can I do? I have got PDFs and educational tools inside my group, High Vibe Dog. Some of you are watching from that right now. And I have lots of support to help you around this, because this is something that changed my life. And if I can help you with your pup, and I can save them and save you the pain of illness, and so that you can spend more time with your pup, then that is my goal. This whole thing changed how I do everything. So I walk so much more consciously now and aware of what's going on around me. And that's pretty much it. So I have a checklist actually of toxic nasties and things to swap out on inside the group. If you're in the group, message me or just comment list, and I will tag you in it. And if you are not in my High Vibe Dog group, then comment group below, and I will send you a link to be able to join and get this information, because it is so important. How we care for our dogs today will make the difference of how we feel and our dogs feel down the road in the future. And that is up to us and only us. Think about that. It's a heavy, heavy thing. But when you know that you can just direct what you do and make simple changes to help your dog live a longer, healthier, thriving life, why not? All right. That's my 2 cents for today, my 22 cents, my 222 cents for today. And I'm wishing you the most extraordinary day ever. Next week is going to be a crazy week, because I will be elsewhere learning more about these amazing products that I use and how to integrate them more into our fur babies and our own lives, and find better ways and more creative and fun ways to support you with your pups and your life in general, holistically. So stay tuned for the next live. I don't know if it's going to be next week, but I will do my best. I will actually be going live, just at funny and strange times. All right. So I will see you on the next live, and I wish you the most extraordinary day ever. And remember, always create something magnificent with your pup. Ciao for now. See you next go around. Have the most extraordinary, beautiful day ever. Ciao. Okay. And we are done.